Good afternoon, all. Apologies in advance.
Hello, everybody.
Technology, we just could not get, unfortunately, couldn't get the cameras hooked up in order to do your request that we tested, guys. We've been trying. Unfortunately, the 50-foot cable that we run for the HDMI wouldn't play ball.
And I'm getting the blame for it, so happy...
You've got to blame someone.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Got to blame someone. Yeah, I hope you guys are good. Apologies. We're struggling with this kind of the technology element of the Euro request that we tested to run the switchboard. It's not the easiest thing. It's not our usual 2-camera setup. So if it was, we would literally just turn them and do that, guys. But as I'm sure you can tell by the look in my face, I'm pretty frustrated with it. So apologies. I just feel bad for you guys. Lots of people turned up to watch us test clubs against one another. So yeah, not great, and apologise. Dive in there, Michael.
All right, we'll go
Well,
to the
steam
top.
comes out my ears.
Someone wants to see me hit my curd set versus a full set of Kirklands. We do not have them.
Do you know anyone who has the Kirkland stuff?
I know. Well, Brath has the irons, but I don't know if he has them home.
No, somebody he knew. I can give him a set to test or something. Yeah, it'd be. I don't know if the Buffalo Costco will have them somewhere close by. We can nip over the border and grab a set or whatever. But I'm looking forward to testing it. To be honest, more than the irons, I'm intrigued by the $199 driver. $199.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, good for them. They're not dumb. I'm not saying they have an engineering department behind them.
They don't.
You know, they're getting their stuff where they're getting their stuff, but you know, the wedges did decently in testing. The ball's done decently in testing.
I thought that, honestly, like, I know looking back on it, you know, we looked at that wedge. The sole of that wedge was garbage.
Yeah.
It was garbage.
Yeah.
That leading edge was so sharp. Like, there was no sole design put on that thing.
No.
And then, like, we talk, look at Vokey. Like, what differentiates a Vokey from every other wedge out there? The variety of soles.
Yeah.
So, like, sure, the face was designed fine if you hit it perfectly. And actually indoors it tested okay. I think that...
Get it outside and it
was
just
junk.
dug. I think the other thing too is they released it at the right time. Like, pandemic, people were getting into it. Some people didn't want to spend a lot of money, so you could get 3 wedges and some balls. We were not pre-gaming with rum and egg. You like a little eggnog?
I've never actually tried eggnog in my life. The sound of it makes me want to chuck.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Oh yeah. If it's a boozy, I'm drinking it.
Oh, is it booze? Is
Yeah.
eggnog booze?
Yeah, you put like rum in it.
Oh.
Or then maybe it's already in it. I don't know. It's not very good. It's thick. Tony, by the way, says, obviously this is a U request that we tested, but distance, spin, and flight numbers between the 7-wood hybrid and utility iron. Technically, our first U request that we tested.
We've done lots of
Hybrid and
videos on that,
7-wood.
Tony. There's probably maybe four videos or so that do a long iron hybrid and fairway wood comparison. So, yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to test that one today, but we definitely will test it.
Mick Crawley, GMT versus ESD.
I know, I don't.
That's quite good. You win a prize for that.
New Autoflex for Mick?
That's what he would like to see next time.
There you
We'll
go.
have to keep these comments so we can go back to them.
All right, let's go this way because I can't stand reading you guys are late again comments. I get the super chats. Jason Marsh, Ian, can you test the Blade Cobra versus the CB with a steel fiber? Okay, let me do that test while I want to do that for Jason. He's paid for it, so let's at least hit some shots. And
Are we spinning the camera around?
no. We'll just give him the numbers. A Blade Cobra with the steel fiber.
Yeah. 95S might be the only one.
We don't have the 110,
110.
unfortunately. Maybe go down to the bottom. see if Jason would rather another 110 gram shaft, or does it have to be steel fiber? I'll put a 95 stiff on there right now.
Yeah. He hasn't said anything. I'm trying to think even 110 graphite. We have MMT in there, 105 TX.
105 is close, yeah.
What else? You have that CB head, yeah?
Is it blade versus CB?
Test blade, Cobra, King CB iron.
Okay. I have both.
All right. Let me just. Oh Jesus.
See if we can try and get Jason. If you can just let us know at the bottom, like what is he looking for? Like what is his swing characteristics himself?
Okie doke, give me 1 sec. I'm just typing this in for you. You going blade first?
I'll go blade first.
Okay. Jason. Well, sounds like a straight up test.
Is that what
Jason says shaft, your choice if we don't have it.
Okay, no, we've got 95 stiff in there anyway.
95 stiff, blade first. Victor Kim is asking, why does Cobra not get as much love as other brands do? It's a good question. I would say they got more this year than I've seen. A few more people on tour playing them. You know, Justin Rose winning that triple set was pretty good to see.
I hate to be picky, but it's tough to read people's comments in videos like the 3-wood video, where we say multiple times that Cobra took the heads away from the store, and people don't watch all of the video, so they don't hear the parts where we say that, and it's like, we've answered that twice. Of course, we would hit Cobra in any test. If you go back 5 years, we've always hit Cobra in every test.
Didn't it win the driver bracket?
It may have done. Yeah, I don't even remember.
Chris Elbrick is saying, Ian, had a lesson with Tyler McGee this morning. We talked about your progress. Great work so far. You've been working hard on your game.
Nah, it's not my style to work hard in the game, you know. Tell you what, I hit the blade twice there for Jason. I mean, numbers-wise...
179 carry, 182 total, 5,300 spin.
It's just lacking a little bit in...
18 launch, 110 feet in the air.
It's just lacking a little bit of that pop.
Gonna go...
It felt good though off the blade, I will say that.
I think I can spell. Cobra CB.
Yeah, I would say back to Chris's comment on swing stuff, like I would say by the spring, I think my swing's gonna look very different. Some of the changes we were making yesterday to posture and stuff. Trying to imagine your big foot still there.
Excuse me.
I mean,
Chad McKenzie is saying, all I
mess.
want for Christmas is club champion Ottawa.
Me too.
My goodness.
Me too. I would say there's a good chance that's coming.
Sean, we are not testing Kirkland irons or driver today.
Okay. So for Jason, shocker, but hitting them both, night and day, it's the misses.
Yeah.
I healed that last one and it flew further than, well, it flew exactly the same distance as the perfect blade one. So, combo set maybe, Jason, if you really want the thinner sole and you want that looking, the ability to kind of flight them a little bit easier.
My friend Mick has bought you a beer. You love a beer.
I love a beer.
Thank you, sir.
Never off the beer. That's actually what I hide inside these Starbucks
I know, I
cups.
can smell it. Oof. What else? How much can you safely bend a putter upright?
I mean, I've went
Depends
as
on the
much
brand,
as like
but-
78, 80.
I've never gotten 80, but I've definitely like 77, 76.
Yeah. Guys, for those who are chiming in with super chats, unfortunately we are not able to run the URuquest that we tested today. So feel free, Ryder, to turn that into a question for yourself. We'll definitely catch that. But
Brian, hey, so curious. Ian's Insta post last night, 11 o'clock post, was it?
yeah, I actually started probably about 3 o'clock in the day.
Wow,
it was
that's
a
pretty
high.
good.
It was a 55. Felt like Cody and Casey. Felt like it was a 55-minute video
Jeez.
that turned into a minute and a half. Yeah.
I unfortunately missed it when you
I
posted it.
had the same issue with T150 spin. Yeah, so Brian, basically what the issue is, for those who don't know, or those who didn't see
Between
post.
the ears.
Shut up. So spin rates on my irons were as follows. So again, back to like my swing changing. So my 4-iron spun yesterday 30-100 for a 4-iron. Sorry, 3-iron actually was. 5-iron was at 38.75. 6-iron at 4,500. So super low. And again, guys, if you want to see it, I posted a reel last night on my Instagram channel. You can go and see it. But the spin rates they're not just low, but they're some are quite close together and some are like 1,700 apart. And the problem is as your delivery changes, sometimes the CG, the golf club, works for you, and obviously the loft. So effectively, I need to move away from low CG, strong lofted clubs, is kind of the narrative. So I got to get some clubs to test, Mikey. Any suggestions?
201s?
Been there.
I know, but well, then just wait for some new stuff.
The only reason I
not gonna
might
play.
do the 201s is because one of the things Tyler said yesterday was he's like, I wouldn't mind you going 1/4 inch short in your irons.
And they're nice and heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would say T100s are probably the favourite right now. Thinner sole, I do like that.
Why don't you just play a CB? You've always liked
I
the
love
CB.
the CBs.
Just get a set of CBs.
I might do that.
You heard it here first, folks.
I do love those CBs. It's a good point. And I prefer the sole in the CB versus the sole in a T100 as well.
Timmy, I fit him to a TR Red 6X driver shaft in Vancouver. If you're looking for a fitting in Vancouver, please
Tipped 1 inch.
go see Eric. Want to try 7X in the throughwood? I mean, yeah, I don't hate it. I would say come in and let's test some stuff. But yeah, I don't hate that idea. TR was very, very good for you.
Yeah, also depends on the shaft profile as well. Like going from TR Red, tipped 1 inch where it's very soft down there to say you end up getting fit into Ventus Blue or Black in the fairway wood. Timmy, I mean, you would probably be more reluctant to tip that 1.5 inches than you would a Ventus Red, that's for sure.
Ryan's asking, do the TS4 head is great. Obviously, this is a request. Quality of multi-heads, so good. Mick Crawley, we don't know what you're talking about. Do you know anything?
I know I definitely don't have
I didn't know what they were.
I don't
coming
have
up with.
3 heads sitting in a yellow bag over there for testing later this afternoon. I definitely don't, Mick. I don't know what you mean. But look out for your WhatsApp messages in about half an hour and you just never know. You just never know. Christmas comes early.
Merry Christmas. What else? Rob Jung is saying Merry Christmas,
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
New Year.
Rob. Thank you.
Jason's follow-up, see
Okay.
the forgiveness difference between the blade and the CB, what it feel like? Are they as soft?
So, super soft, Jason. They both are really, really soft. I think if you're somebody who just doesn't really stray from the middle of the club, I think you could play the blade. But when there's someone like a Justin Rose who combos that particular type of set and is as good a ball striker as he is, I mean, he is an absolute flusher. There wouldn't be really many people I would tell to go and get a set of blades with those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. John, that's a good one. Can we see both of your golf bags behind you and all of the clubs leaning on the bag that you've tried this year? I don't know if there's enough space in this room for all the clubs you've tried this year.
Me?
You've tried a lot of clubs.
Ah, okay, they didn't all make it in the bag. You, on the other hand, how many sets of irons this year? 6? 5?
Let's go through them. 0311T Gen 5, had them in at one point.
CB.
0317 CB.
Oh, geez.
C150s.
Remember you had that Mizuno Strixon
I had a combo set, yeah, multi-brand combo set.
P760s?
P760s. What else? There's more.
Steel and graphite.
What else? There's definitely more. What was I in before? I was with PXGs for a while.
I mean,
The Mizuno 223s were last year, late last year.
your 201s went to Scotland last year.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I feel like we're missing a set or two.
I230s?
I230s, there you go. That's 6. I said to someone last night 6 or 7.
I230.
Yeah. What were you?
No, just one set of irons.
Mura 501s.
Ah, those were good gamers forever.
Uh-huh.
And then I got T150s. Yeah, one set.
You had something else out in the course.
Oh, maybe a set of Strixons.
I said Shrek Sons, there you go. No, that don't change my clubs.
A set of QI's coving.
They're nice. Can we talk about Charlie Wood's swing speed for a 14-year-old?
Oh, you've deleted him.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I mean the kid's got speed.
Yeah, he can move it.
He's got speed, and he drives it very straight as well. It's not just speed, is it? Like he said on the first day, he said he hit every fairway. So he's clear. But if you're hitting it, if you're averaging 120, or even if he's averaging 117 club head speed, and you hit every fairway, I mean you need to be pretty off with the rest.
Yeah.
To not be turning that into some really serious numbers.
They didn't play well the first day. I only saw highlights, but it was kind of like boring. It was a pillow fight for them. And then the second day, you know, him and Tiger were making some putts and stuff like that, but just a day late.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 8 under and 11 unders. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But I don't know. We'll wait and see. I mean, he's young. He's only 14. He's only a young pup. But he can certainly move it, man.
Yeah.
He can certainly move it. Idiot's Guide to Different Colours and Ventus Shafts, please. Red is tips, I nearly said red goes high. Red is tips soft and will encourage more deflection. Blue would be for most people. It feels very smooth, very stable, will fit with a real variety of heads. And then black would be if you are really trying to sort of minimize any deflection in the shaft, and you kind of don't really like to feel the shaft deflect too much. If that kind of creates the feeling in you that you've got to have really good timing, the black is for the hitters, and blue and red would be more for swingers. That'd be Idiot's Guide. We haven't tried any of the
I don't think
Blueprint irons yet.
I think they're out in the new year.
The new S or the new T. Comparing them to the T series, yeah, I think the S is going to be, the Blueprint S is going to be comparable. But I'm actually pretty, actually surprised how many tour players are interested in the S.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Ping's got a good following on tour. Once you're a Ping guy, they almost stay Ping forever.
No, it's true. It's very true. You're both addicted. You need help. Well, unfortunately,
That's
that's
not
the allergy.
Maslin.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's I keep calling it an occupational hazard. I'd far rather be addicted to golf clubs than some of the vices that are out there in the world.
The junk. Cooking the junk on a wee spoon.
You and the red wine. A wee spoon. You remind me a wee bit of
Method of Nick.
Method of Nick.
Have you taken the 221s on the course? I've had them for the last year and love them.
Never.
I don't need to play a blade.
No.
No thanks. What else?
Adriano, soon they could fit in Mississauga.
Been in Mississauga with you guys and found out TaylorMade no longer had the dynamic old 95 stiff. Switched into the Elevate stiff, marginally different or same. I'm pretty sure Elevate is 95. They just have that VSS built into it, so it's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. It'll do.
Yeah, you'll see more of a, rather than Dynamic Gold typically has a softer handle and a stiffer tip. Down at 95, that's definitely less so. But Elevate, you'll see a stiffer handle and a softer tip. So it's a different shaft altogether. So it's just a case of trying it and seeing what you find.
Yeah. Here's a good one. Sweeping dew and drinking brew. I've used Arccos for months.
Yep.
I love the data. Are you guys still using it? Where do you see your strokes gained? Approach and putting is my worst.
So you've not got enough data yet, have you?
No.
So mine is, it tells me I need to hit it a bit further and I need to putt much better. I personally feel like my short game needs to be improved a lot. I really feel my short game's not great. It depends the type of short game shots I have, whether I have a good short game day or not. But generally speaking, my putting is not that good.
Yeah.
Not that
In my Arccos data, it's top secret.
Jack Woods. Rogue SD Pro with AMT White, Pro V1X. Love height, but wind kills me sometimes. Yeah, I'd say first thing to try, Jack, would be get into a lower spinning ball. Not sure if you'll find enough of a difference between Pro V1X and Pro V1. May want to give something like AVX a try and see if you can kind of keep spinning a little bit or down a little bit with that. But the first place I would go would be the ball, no doubt. No doubt. All the way up at there.
Dave Fogel, someone asked me this the other day, is there a big difference between a driver shaft and a 3 and 5 wood shaft of the same shaft? I mean, if you're looking at a Ventus Blue 6S and a Ventus Blue 7S, I mean, they're technically wood shafts, they're driver shafts that are tipped and cut accordingly and put into the fairway wood heads.
Yeah. Most of the time though, guys, like if you're going up, even within the same flex designation, if you're going up in weight, you're going up in flex. So even if it's a 40 gram stiff and an 80 gram stiff, the 80 gram generally is quite a bit stiffer. There are a few companies now that are starting to make, Acra being the ones who have coined the phrase constant flex technology. So whether you're in a 50 gram or a 90 gram shaft by them, an M4 at 40 grams or 50 grams and at the higher gram weight is exactly the same flex, same CPM.
Steve Pothos.
Stability putter shafts have kind of went quiet in the world,
quiet.
haven't they?
Yeah, it's fun. They've gone quiet. They came out and then a bunch of people released graphite shafts. I don't hate a graphite shaft in a putter. Marginal gain, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Dan Grieve, lesson when for short game? I actually love Dan Greaves', I love his sort of philosophy, I love his teaching. I'm definitely going to do some work with Alex Buckner in the spring. Alex is at Bearwood Lakes in just outside, where's that? Where's Bearwood Lakes? I think it's in like Reading or something like that. Not far from London. Let's see where that is.
Old England.
Bearwood Lakes.
You're going over to get your MBE?
Yes, Michael, my knighthood.
Nice.
You come with me?
All right, sure. I'd love to meet the royal family. Shouldn't. Joe Simmons, how big are those coffee cups? Boring old grande and empty. That is one thing.
Bearwood Lakes is just west of London, probably 40 minutes west of London. roughly. So I would love to go, because that's where Mizuno HQ is for the UK. That's where their tour truck is kept. So yeah, I'd love to get over there for that.
Holden. Big fan, guys. Thoughts on Vokey? He's a big fan of you. Thoughts on Vokey low bounce K grind versus T
nice
or
logo.
L? Little Grayson. Howl at the
Howl
wolf.
at the moon.
Howl at the moon. Oh, geez. I had a low bounce K. I liked it. The only thing I found it tough around on tight lies. That's the only thing I struggled with. Out of the bunker, yeah, pretty easy.
You're in an M grind now, though, and that really changed
So much better.
the
Gets out of the sand a bit
performance.
quicker. If I had to pick, I'd go T because I like the way T sits.
Yeah.
It's just, I need more bounce.
I heard about a new grind that's coming out.
Fraser grind?
Yes, but it's not going to be called the Fraser grind, but yes.
Impressive.
I'm not going to say I done it first,
Congrats.
but I done it.
You made it.
I haven't yet.
I haven't yet.
We're on the way.
Will you remember me?
No, probably not. You?
Nah, probably not. To everyone, Merry Christmas and all the best in 2024. Whiskers is coming.
Whiskers is coming. Still a great logo, that.
The dawn of
Aye, that's so
Tour
good.
experience
See, the first
golf.
time I saw that, I'm like, that's amazing.
greatest movie of
That's
all
amazing.
time.
Was Mick saying? Guys, left field putting solution. My eye consultant put me into a plain black putter. Head and my alignment holes have dramatically improved. Yeah, I mean, it's how we the visual aspect of putters and putting, and you know, whether you use a dot or a sight line, whether you have it at the front or the back, Mick, it all makes a difference, and it just goes back to what we always talk about in club fitting, which is marginal gains. Not one thing will ever dramatically change. Not one thing on its own will ever make a massive change. But, you know, if you have a putter head that, say, releases more, you know, you have an alignment aid that kind of draws your sort of vision to the right part of the putter head. Like, if you have those 6 or 7 key things in alignment, you're going to see some big changes. So, awesome. It's why we always say it's why we have the selection of clubs we do. I don't know if I could ever go back to a single OEM, you know, fitting process, because I would feel like, well, what happens if 1 or 2 things don't work?
Yeah, good point.
Where do you go?
Back to bed.
Back to bed, start again. It's all right. Out the door.
Victor Kim, this might be a dumb question, but what is your guys' main goal for a player in an iron fitting? And are there ever situations where the fitting is unsuccessful?
Never.
No.
It's never happened, Victor. Are there?
I think my goal is what the customer's goal is. That's the biggest thing for us is we want to know what you're looking to get out of the fitting. Unsuccessful, don't get me wrong, there's times where the fit just won't happen that day.
The only time it's ever unsuccessful is if the customer can't make solid contact.
Correct.
That's the only time. If you can't have solid contact, there's no predictability to the flight. Nothing that we then try to do is going to make it any better. The only time where I would say that I would still carry on with the fit if that was happening is if we had a beginner, and really solid contact is yet to be achieved within their golfing life. So I would want to get them into the right weight, the right length of clubs, the right style of heads, the right grips and sort of, you know, grip size, etc. Start off with the basics, then solid contact can come down the line. But if you're, you know, been playing for a while and you can't hit it solid, I say, well, maybe today's not the day.
Yeah.
Come back another
lesson.
Another day. But my goal in terms of the fitting would be, does the ball flight match the player's delivery? Do we have that in sync? When you think of either side of that, the demo iron, which in our case is a 6, the player's delivery, does that match the characteristics of those short irons? Does it match the characteristics of those long irons? So you've got to think about it over 6 or 7 iron heads. It's not just you're doing the fit with one, but you've got to project out either side of the demo head, which isn't that easy.
George, we have not gotten our hands on a driver shaft from Sachs Brenting.
No.
We just tested their putters. Not bad, and worked okay.
Better than that, I would say.
I felt good.
Numbers were great. The putter, the one that we tried is really good. I think there's a lot of people who'll benefit from that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Raj
Raj,
Gill, Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. You gonna sing a little? Ryan
Jingle
Andrews,
bells?
what's he saying? Look, first of all, folks, look at that photo.
That's the Don right there.
Look at that photo, Ryan Andrews.
Steaming.
Steaming. Some might say could be an embarrassment to the company. Who knows?
Nah.
A little late to the party here. Merry Christmas to you and your families, Mikey. We're long overdue for that drink. Shoot me a text and let's set something up.
There you go.
I'm off it.
For today.
Sean is asking, are you still using those TaylorMade wedges, Ian?
Not currently. Not
Hey.
currently. SM9's in the bag.
Oh, God. Literally Tuesday, folks, we're playing golf, and he goes, oh, these wedges are great. Oh, they're smashing. Oh, this. Comes home by himself 2 days. He can't be left
I
alone.
never took the mill grinds to PXG.
I hit them.
No, I took it with the SM9s.
Really?
Aye.
Well, I hit someone's mill grinds, and
You hit them in the demo. Remember you were doing the wedge test?
you change too often.
No, those have been since we were at TPI in November. They've been in the bag for.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Yep.
I don't buy it.
Yep, because I was saying to someone last night, since I changed the shafts, I took the LZs out, which I didn't like. And because remember the swing weight was through the roof.
Would you put in the 105?
Just, no, Modus 120s.
You know what's a nice wedge shaft?
Go on.
S400.
I hate an S400 in a wedge.
Feels nice.
My least favourite wedge shaft. Heavy, just feels like sluggish. Everything I don't want in a wedge. I would rather it felt like you actually had a little bit of action on it. Like you can add a little bit of speed. Like when I swing an S400, it feels like I have to work way too hard. So yes, I'm not
You don't like to work hard.
a fan. Like that's why I always preferred KB Tour in wedges, higher balance point. It always felt like the best wedge shaft to me. Victor's asking.
How long is the golf off season in Canada? Asking out of curiosity from Southern California. Victor, if you have a casita in your backyard, we're moving in.
Too long.
It's not that bad.
Too long, pal. Well, I mean, I wish I knew of more courses that were open over the last month.
Yeah, there was a couple nice
There was
days.
a couple like Copetown Woods was open. I didn't realise it was. I didn't realise it was public, and B, I didn't realise it stayed open.
He sent me a note, asked us when we wanted to come play.
Who?
The owner of Copetown.
Oh, thanks for sharing the
Well, it was
invite.
cold, and I was away. Brett Black. Starbucks instead of Tim Hortons.
Oof.
Nothing worse than a Timmy hose.
Tim Hortons is
Acid in a cup.
it's good for
Not even a chili.
paving the roads. That's about it. Very good.
I don't know any Oban. Obama.
Okay, guys, big fan of Shaggy. Talking about some driver shafts that would be comparable to the Obama Devotion. Softer handle, stiffer tip. I mean, any Tennessee white type profile is going to have the softer handle and stiffer tip. Oban Devotion, a lot of people like that shaft.
Before my time.
I wasn't one of them. For whatever reason, I just wasn't one of them. We nicknamed it the Boomerang, remember?
Yeah.
Because it used to keep coming back. We'd fit it would do quite good in the fitting bay, and then 6 weeks later, it was back in your doorstep.
Jeez. Rough days.
Yeah. Jake Morrow, what's the best shaft for a ping eye crossover? Jake, the shaft actually in that club doesn't matter. Because as you know, it's the best club ever invented. Jake loves it. What did I put in Rick Kennedy's? I think I'd done a Tennessee Pro 70 stiff in Rico's.
Oh, really?
Or regular maybe. But yeah, I put that in there. Eye crossover, baby.
BM, I had an old timer PGA Pro tell me if you want to get better, you have to play blades. Thoughts? If that old timer PGA Pro ain't on the Champions Tour,
I think he's probably stuck in 1980 by the sounds of it. I know I wouldn't be any better if I played blades. I would not. Not a chance.
ET, phone home. Just curious, your thoughts on lab putters. Are they worth the price? Pretty good. I mean, they're popular on tour right now.
In the new year, we actually have Sam Hand coming up to Toronto early in the new year. We're going to be doing some filming with Sam. It would be good. It would definitely be good. Zach, let me hunt down your super chat, my friend.
You used to be able to break it up.
Let me see where Sam is.
Retrieving says, thought you'd say DG spinner. You know what? I do like a spinner. But I think next year I'm going to get into a new wedge shaft.
Zach is asking, can you test different iron lie angles and discuss what you might see versus the actual result? Discuss what you expect to see versus the actual result. Mainly impact location, start line, and curve. Well, we can't because we're not doing your request that we test it.
No,
Zach.
because I think he asked, can you turn it into a question? Or yeah, can you turn it into a question?
Right. What do we see? I mean, so obviously more upright is likely to, it shortens the golf club for a start. So we're changing, incrementally we're changing the length. We're moving, the more loft we have, we move start line more left with upright, we move it more right with flat. And again, there's always things that work off of that. Like if you don't see the ball go to the right, you maybe have a slightly different release. Like I know as my swing has evolved, like I used to play 2 degrees flat, now I play 2 degrees up.
Yeah.
Like because of my golf swing, my lie angles have completely changed from when we first started the channel.
Same.
That's when we used to see the dynamic lie angles so toe down for me. It's because I used to hang back and hook everything. Now I rotate through it a little bit better, and I don't have as much club face rotation. I can actually want to have the ball start a little bit more left.
Yeah.
My miss is a little bit more on the right hand side these days. So I think start line is a big part of it, Zach. Probably more than face to path relationship. So in length, when you're moving 1 degree, you're not moving straight across the face significant amounts. Different shafts will do that a little bit more. You changing weight, you'll definitely do that a little bit more. So mostly start line. So upright, more left for righty, flat, more right.
Anastasia Fields, morning boys. Any suggestions
Anastasia?
for wedge shafts for around LPGA swing speed? DG 115 is just a bit too heavy.
Anastasia, I would love to see you try Modus 105s. I think that would be really, really nice. I think, I actually put Modus 105 in my 60, didn't I?
Yeah, it felt good.
It feels fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to see you give that a try. I saw this one from 9 to 5 earlier. I think it's a good sort of observation. Seems like most, if not all, better players' drivers are very low spin. Could you test a driver shaft combo that you'd fit for a better player who is very low spin and tends to miss left? Better player. I mean, the head that kind of springs to mind would be like TSR2 and obviously G430.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I think for lots of people would give you a little bit more spin, but not have that kind of left closure bias to it. I mean, I know we can't talk too much, Mikey, about the specifics, but PXG for next year.
Yep. That's all I can say is yep. Stay tuned to a channel near you.
It's going to test very well, guys. We can certainly tell you that.
It'll be interesting to see where it ends up in a bracket if a bracket is done.
Well, we'll do it. We'll do it. I think the likelihood is just not one person will do it though. One person doing the bracket will be. I think I have a different idea for how we're going to do the sort of
Taking it to the next
bracket.
level.
Whole new level.
About time.
Yeah.
Original
I agree.
bracket was a stinker.
Bored.
John Fishburne, hate is a very strong word, my friend.
John,
by the way,
you and
John, I built a Strixon Fairywood, used it this weekend. Quite nice, I'll tell you that. See that little hybrido? It's quite nice too. See the 7-wood? Money. See the gaps in my clubs? Perfect.
Hey.
Charles, still golfing in BC. Indeed you are.
You're on the warmer coast, Charles.
I was in BC yesterday. Smashing.
Aye,
Oh,
amongst
nice
other places and states.
Hogmanay in Canada.
Here's Paddy Burke. Hello, lads.
Where?
Looking tanned, Mikey.
Oh, the Palm Springs glow.
That's the red wine.
Ooh,
Pickled them.
Super chat from Nate Nazar. Nanzer. Apologize.
Do me a favour. Say caricature.
Caricature.
That was quite good for you.
I know, I was
Say
under
again.
pressure.
Say it again.
Caricature. Caricature.
Why'd you say that?
I
A bit
don't
weird.
know. I don't know. Listen, Patsy.
You were falling over your tongue earlier trying to say that. It was
I know.
amazing.
Caricature.
Yeah, okay.
See? Hi, Nate. Would love a hybrid shaft test, especially the ADDI versus... ADDI wins.
No,
winner,
no,
winner.
new 1K, baby.
Winner.
New 1K.
I actually ordered one.
Yeah, no, they're good.
I guess Tim Hortons won't be sponsoring the channel anytime soon. Good. Stay out.
No thanks. Wouldn't do it to myself. Poison.
Eric Benoit. I think I fit this lad.
When are you guys going to get your hands on the Kirkland Hansen driver?
In the new year.
I don't know.
You need to
think,
do it.
I think people are excited about it. This does nothing for me. I think they look. I see that high polish, like that glossy polish finish. Junk. I think it looks a bit as cheap as it is in your shopping basket. I don't know if I'd pay $449 for them, to be honest. What is a second-hand set of? What is a second-hand set of last year's ZX5s cost? Somebody tell me that.
$800?
Is it as much as that?
Probably.
Canadian? So like
maybe, I
six
don't
something US? I tell you what, I think there's lots of sets out there that you could get a lightly used set, and I would. Who are you dancing that about for?
Jake, if you go to, clubchampion.ca,
Yep.
you will see our two ugly mugs on the website, and you can request the Guru or the Dalai Lama.
It's one thing when somebody else calls you the Guru, but when you call yourself the Dalai Lama.
Oh, well, I don't know. I could come up with anything else. Paving the roads, that's a good one.
Tell you what, Toronto could do a wee bit of Tim Hortons coffee to pave the roads. More potholes in a teenager's face. Brutal.
Cape 0328. Have y'all tested recoil wedge 125 shafts, moved recoil 110 in the irons due to elbow pain? I'm curious if it's worth changing from steel in the wedges. Sure, why not?
We have not, to answer the question, we've not tested them, have we?
No.
No.
Richard.
What's the worst golf Christmas present you've received?
It's actually a rule in the last 10 years. No one, if you're going to buy me a gift, don't even bother buying anything golf related. It's a waste.
Yeah.
It's a waste. Buy me something that I can cherish. Like an experience at Palm Springs. Air Canada credits.
It's been a while since I think I've had any golf related Christmas presents though. Been a while since I've had any Christmas present, 40-year-old. What?
Shut up.
I bought myself my Christmas present last year.
All right, well.
It's quite nice. Free Circle T. I think mine was always when like I don't know, it's like a relative, don't want to single anyone out. A relative would buy you like a golf polo shirt, and it would be an absolute stinker. Honestly, wouldn't even dry the car with it.
Yeah, mints.
No.
My gran she used to get some absolute crap from the Bay.
Honkers.
She's like the last minute table. She's like, oh, he'll use that.
Oh, a nice cotton buck for you.
She gets me a book. I don't even read. What a waste.
It's not you don't read, you can't read.
Let's get an IG follower count in the background.
Yeah, no, we need to get YouTube, IG, X. You still doing the tick and talking?
Oh, why?
The toilet putting kit is the correct answer. I've actually never been given that one. Dave Fogle says Mikey's going to get a shimmer-free skin cream for his Christmas.
You know,
that'd be good. To be
it's
honest,
funny. This cream that I've got on right now is very
Oh,
good.
the itch.
Have you had hands on a Ping 10K yet? Never heard of it.
No, I have not. No, I genuinely have not. I have not.
Patrick Burke, hello lads. If you're looking for a fitting in Mississauga with a young
The biggin.
biggin from Caledon, Patrick Burke, ladies and gentlemen.
Some boy just doesn't know what, depending on what day he gets out of bed, what side of bed he gets out of. He might have a Canadian accent one day, he might have a Scottish accent one day.
That's true.
Doesn't he quite know? Who would host a better TED Talk, Ian or Mikey? Well, it would depend. Are you here to learn something?
Yeah, we're
Me.
here.
Are you here
Oh,
to be
here we go.
entertained? Him.
I
He can
told
stand
him.
up there and talk some absolute
Shite.
nonsense
For sure.
for a wee while. It's only 15 minutes. Even you could sound half sensible for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Chat GPT, do the whole presentation for me.
Exactly. 46, all right. Anthony Lyons, my apologies.
Oh, no.
Let me go back and fish that out for you.
Yes, Benoit, hello sir. Got my Benoit's wrong.
Anthony, what's a good wedge you have to pair with Axiom 125X irons currently at gaming Oban 125? It is for. I mean, for me to tell you what you're gonna like, that's why obviously we fit is because we test different ones. But you're not a million miles. You're not a million miles off the shafts that we'd be talking about. You know, with the weight sort of categories. I don't love an S400. You're in an S400, I don't love an S400. It's tough for me to stay there and tell you I like that one. I think just being open-minded, I'd like you to try some KBS 610s. I think that's a good wedge shaft. What else? I like KB Tours. I would say maybe an underrated wedge shaft might be Modus 130. Because it is a little bit softer in the tip section, has a really nice feel to it. So I just don't think you're really honestly going to, like, I don't even know what your delivery characteristics are. So it's too difficult to just go select one from the many and say that's it.
We've inspired people. A fitting in the Mississauga studio, and he's inspired to join the club fitting world.
One of our longtime followers, what's Ryan's last name? He's literally been a follower of the channel since 5,000 subscribers. Just got hired by Club Champion last week.
Oh, wow.
Ryan Greenhall.
Welcome, Ryan.
Yep. Just wanted to thank you. By the way, I've watched since you had 5,000 subscribers. I loved gear since I was a kid. You taught me a ton the last few years. I just got hired by Club Champion. They're opening a store in my area. How cool is that?
Pretty good.
That is very,
Welcome.
very cool.
Adriano, how to get into it? Apply. You can go big box. You could work independently for an OEM, or you go to a brand agnostic place like ourselves, and we can teach you everything. Super or SUP DK, Merry Christmas, fellas. I have an uncut Autoflex 505X paired with a TSR 3/8 degree, proper. Found out that it's at D3 swing weight. How do I drop it to D0? I will tell you right now, my TSR 3/8 degree with a 505X was at D3 as well, and it was fine.
If you remove the red weight in the back, replace it with the green -4, and if it has to be at D0, you can just nick, like, I don't know. It wouldn't even be 1/4 of an inch off of it. It would be like, yeah, it would be an 1/8 or something like that. If you take a tiny little bit off the shaft, even go into a slightly heavier grip, if you can find something in the like 56 gram range. In fact, if you went to 56, 57 gram grip and you went -4 on the weight and the sliding track in the back, the SureFit SCG track, you beat D0. That would be the way I'd do it.
BM is saying, what's wrong with a good old Vokey SM
I say
S2?
I'm actually a much bigger fan of an S2 than I am of an S4.
Stock. Get custom.
Nah.
Get custom.
I just think, well, for me, if it's in that 100 to 122, 124, I'm fine. See the minute it's up in the 130s and higher weight category, don't like it.
Nice. What time are we on? 50 minutes.
Let's talk about your journey home.
No, we're good. Oh, look at this. P790s from a few years ago compared to the new 2023. I couldn't say that for a second. Thinner ones, forgiveness test, which one for mid-handicap? I mean, to be honest with you, they
They're all
feel
very
very
good.
similar.
Yeah, they're all very good. They've gotten a little bit. I would say the newer ones have gotten more consistent across the face. I think the old ones, you did tend to get a little bit of a, changeable ball flight from time to time. So, yeah, the new ones have got better. They've learned about. I mean, how old are the original ones? 2017.
Yep.
So I mean, 6 years. It's a long time.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Bearman Golf, have we tried sub 70 irons? We have. Search the channel. You'll find many reviews on sub 70 products.
Devin, I think we did this before. Vanquish versus Acra FX. I'm pretty sure we did that before. Jake Timmons, best of series club looks. TSR3, TSR3, TSR3.
Very good. Pretty good.
How much is an Ian Fitting gift card for Christmas?
Oh, it's
Maurice.
expensive. Oh,
Millions.
oh.
Tens of millions.
Santa couldn't even make such a thing at the North Pole.
Actually, if we get this to 400 thumbs ups,
I'll do it for free.
Ian's going to give
I'll do it
one
for free.
free fitting away.
You've literally got 6 minutes to get the likes to 400, and I'll literally do it for free.
Let's see how
6
much people really like you.
How much people are prepared to go all out for Morris or Maurice, whichever
Maurice.
way you pronounce it.
Maurice.
If we're in Scotland, we call it Morris.
Well, we're in Canada, so we
True,
call him
that's very
Maurice.
true.
Dave Fogel, you can drive all the way up from Niagara Falls, maybe come say hi, be sociable, don't be awkward, and you can pick up a golf ball.
Thomas is asking where we are located.
Canada, eh?
Yeah, weirdo. You've got to make that awkward, don't you?
Canada.
Canada. Age is asking, did we ever do a T100, 150, and 200 in the studio? Do we ever test those in the studio, or just the fit we done in the range? I don't know if we actually ever done.
No, we've never done it.
That's a good idea. A good fit video. Maybe we'll do that today. I'll get fit into we said T100s, right? Why, are you busy or something?
Yep.
C. Morris. I'm a good Scot. It's Morris, as in Tom Morris. Get that right round you, you smug wee.
Hey, Morris,
Rick.
well, you spelt it wrong.
No. How many likes we at? 132. Morris, I'm sorry.
No, he's got a couple more minutes, 3 more minutes.
I'm sorry. 400's the number.
Hello from the Netherlands. You ever been to the Netherlands?
Yep, I have.
Amsterdam? Mm-hmm. Red Light District?
Oh, aye. Few tales to tell.
Oh, tell the people.
No, can't he? What happens in the Netherlands stays in the Netherlands.
Netherlands. It's a tough word.
You're struggling.
I'm struggling.
That's so good.
What's good?
William. Morning, you couple of bastards.
So good.
That is so good.
It'd be great if someone for Still Game played golf. We could do a fitting
I
for
know,
them.
that would be
Isa.
top
I'd
of my list.
cry.
You're the Canadian Isa.
Oh, she's so good. Crazy.
I watched into Series 8 I watched on the weekend. The one where Bobby changes the pub into all the fancy food and they cut the hole in the floor and they're fishing out the whiskey.
So it's his legs hanging from the ceiling after? The episode I watched was Naveed goes, fires Isa, and he basically says, what did he say? She was, I ain't doing nothing. Oh, that's so good. If you haven't watched Still Game, folks, go on Netflix. Please give it a watch.
Yeah. Who would the burner mini driver favour? Well, wasn't it me in the Ontario Mid-Am qualifier? Actually, the
what a bag that was. You know how much your golf has changed from the start of golf season to now? It is actually wild.
That's why I'm getting on top of it early.
Are you going to play men's next year?
Oh, aye. Look at this. This is like a next level madness.
Might not be available to caddy. Oh my God. Loser.
Look at this.
Look at Morris. Ay. Plus or minus 1 degree. All right, Einstein. I only have 200 burner accounts. Do I at least get a discount on a fitting? We don't even know what you look like, Whisker.
Like that. He's got a wee moustache and got a wee top hat. Looks good. Richard, any role play over Christmas? Like, he'll be playing a few roles.
I'll be the hostess with the mostest.
What's your Christmas Eve theme this year?
Mexico.
Mexico?
I will be having a few Modelo's and
tequilas,
singing Feliz Navidad and Jambalaya.
What else? What's the food? Who cooks?
Me.
You?
Me, yeah.
So what are you making? What's on the menu?
Homemade tortillas. We're making a couple different tacos. We're making a cocktail. A little dessert. You coming?
Can't
No.
Can't you get ready? Santa, you can't even leave the house. Santa's coming the next day. QI10 LS going into either of your bags in 2024?
Yeah.
Never know.
Golden age of horse racing.
Met Naveed in the Botanical Gardens one day. Pure.
So
That's
good.
amazing. I'll tell you, I met Bobby the barman one night in a pub in the west end of Glasgow, Oranmore. Met him one night. My mum's met Isa.
Did you ask for 2 pints?
2 pints, yeah. My mum's met Isa and Tam.
So good.
I don't know anyone that's met my little nephew. Got Jack and Victor to sign a bottle of whiskey.
They have their own whiskey.
I know. Yeah.
Good.
All right, let's take one more. Unfortunately, Morris, the people have let you down. Not enough likes for Morris. One more before we get back to the testing. You tell me. You used to have the same problem.
Know. I'm no coach. I got a coach. Zach Evans, Tiger leaving Nike. I don't think so.
No?
No. I think the Tiger Woods brand is done.
Do you?
For Nike, but I think he'll still be in the swoosh.
That's so funny. The Botanic Gardens across from Oranmore when he met Naveed. That's funny.
Must be a rough part.
Oh, it's rough. Oof. Tell you.
Oof.
Stab.
Yeah, bastard.
Okay, guys. Appreciate you all hanging out. For those that stayed, again, apologies. We wish it was a request that we tested. Can't even say it. Nobody set it up.
Waking up.
That's our sort of New Year's resolution. Next time we do one, it works.
First try, no delays. We'll be early.
Oh, Yeaman texted me earlier on. He's like 1 o'clock. He's like, I'll see you at 1:20. I was like, oh, you'll have missed it. He actually did miss it.
Good. Is this the last live before the New Year?
Yeah, it is.
All right, folks. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for the commentators for being with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Another year down. What date are we on today? Tomorrow, Whisker kindly reminded me, tomorrow is the channel's anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
6 years tomorrow.
Wow.
Did you get me a tankard?
No, that's for 10 years of friendship.
Come
Coming
on.
up in 2024.
I know. Yeah, guys, have a great Christmas. Happy holidays for those in the North American side of things. We don't say happy holidays in the UK.
No, it's Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I always say Merry Christmas.
All right,
I
Merry
wouldn't say
Christmas, happy
Christmas.
Hanukkah, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad,
Very nice.
Joyeux Noel. And that's all I
Navidad.
got.
I just say, oh,
That's all I got.
man of culture,
Why?
aren't you?
I know.
Sophisticated.
Arrivederci.
All
Buon
right, guys.
Natale. That's Italian for Merry
Very
Christmas.
good. You're talking right. Okay, guys, hope you're all well. Your families are all well. Have a great Christmas. We will see you. What is the date of our next
We'll
one?
see you January the 40th.
Actually, it'll be the 8th. The 1st is the first Monday afterwards. So we will be back on the. That's a break.
Can't wait. Feet up.
I know.
Toodaloo.
Have a great one, guys. We will have some content coming through the new year. By the time, there actually will be some new product by the time we do the live next time.
The 8th is a release.
The 3rd is a release. Callaway.
Stay tuned, folks.
Callaway. So, yep, lots and lots coming, guys. Enjoy, and we will see you in the new year. Take care.